Y'all, I get a lot of kicks out of my day, like, because I do have a lot of, we have angels with us at all times, and they're all different angels. So the song that was coming through, if you ask me to, I've already made up my mind to be in your arms forever. I don't know who sings that, but let me tell y'all some stuff. Okay, so I just mixed up the rest of like this with this has got like, look at this color. You see it? It's like a really pretty, you can't see it the way I want you to. Hold on. I don't know. It's like a purplish blue. It's so pretty. And it was red. It was like a hot pink or like a, it was like this color. Oh, I can't show you. Anyway, so I mixed it with it was a different one of these. I think kind of like the pink one and some other stuff. So let me tell you what I used to do. Seriously. In the kitchen, in the bathroom, whatever. You don't want to get down. Like, I'm really big on cleaning floors. I cannot stand when the floor is dirty. Pads. You can put on your feet. On your bare feet. Like, I just spilt it. So that's the reason why I did that. I like to clean everything. Like, I'm not obsessive about it, but I definitely, especially the floor, because I like to walk around barefooted in my own space, and I want to be able to make sure my feet aren't all dirty and stuff. But I mean, it just feels good. It's good to keep your house and your areas clean, because anyway, you can just use a pad. It's way easier, look. And it just sticks to your hand, so you don't have to like grab the rag, you know what I mean? Because you really want to help your hands stay, is like, I used to sleep with my hands like this, curled up in my bed underneath me, on my stomach, curled up. I'd wake up and my hands would be like all weird. But anyway, if you ask me to, I just went and bought, okay, I got $20 in gas, and I got Dr. Pepper and a like Mean Green whatever goddess drink, right? And it was $33.18. And what else? I got all kinds of stuff. Oh, look at this cute bag I got yesterday. A new purse slash bag. Isn't this cute? These were two of my favorite colors when I was like in high school. Specifically, Jacob Clark was a painter, right? Like residential or whatever. And I asked him to paint my room this color. And I wanted the walls this color and the trim this color. But I really like this bag. Look, I got it at Ross yesterday. It's pretty durable. It's only $16. And look at these cute shades. I'm telling you, thank you whoever's the buyer at Dollar Tree. Y'all are awesome. And they know what I like. Obviously, I've been in there enough, right? And it's good for everybody. There's a time also they have these really cute socks. And, or they still do. And one of my missions and one of my things I want to do, guys, is for people that are in jail or that are going to be in the healing houses, I wanted to get them socks, because in jail they do not, in TDC specifically, they do not have comfort of any kind. I mean, when I tell you they strip them away and torture them in there, oh my God. I made a lot of videos about these kind of things, but specifically, I mean, I have some really good friends that they know all about us in the prisons, by the way. In Texas, I got some homies, some down by law angels in the prison, okay, that we're gonna get out. But in the meantime, they're gonna be in the healing houses facilitating. I'm talking about Rebecca Cleveland, Becky. Oh man, a force to be reckoned with. Has 3 daughters, 4 twins, and then 2 more. 4 daughters. She got a 70-year sentence for the same thing her dude, the baby girl, their daddy did, and he's already been out. Forney, Texas. Rebecca Cleveland. Nobody was dead, killed, nothing. She was on drugs. She was just like us. Or me, specifically, in terms of, the trauma and stuff. But, and then Tamisha Williams. Mimi. Tamisha Williams. She has a, capital murder charge. Which means she's 99 to life. No. She was defending herself in her own garage. In Houston, Texas. Harris County. Laverna Green is her sister. She's already out. She was in the car with her. This dude tried to rob her. She was buying some ecstasy or whatever. Dude tried to rob her, and she killed him. Rightfully so, in her own garage. She's done she's done everything, habeas corpus, all of the above, to be free. For the truth to be revealed, and I'm here to say And I will stand in the gap for all my people, man. Those are my girls. She has the same birthday as me, September 30th. I don't remember what year. She's a little bit older than me. Becky, I don't remember what year or birthday. I want to say she's a Leo. I know she is, actually. Fierce. Fierce. Lioness of Judah. Straight up. If you ask me to, I just might change my mind and stay here in your arms forever. So, oh man, I'm so grateful that those women are coming to me right now, because they don't deserve that, first of all. They have kids. Christopher's Tamisha's son. They have kids. They're amazing women. Period. They did not commit crimes to no, their crimes were not against humanity. They were, no. They're different scenarios, yes, but 70 years in a capital murder, 99 to life in Texas, TDC, where you don't even get socks. That was the whole point of this conversation, was I wanted to get socks from the Dollar Tree or whatever. This is my intention, is to get socks, even just, that was a small gesture, but like, I wanted to sell them. I was like, well, okay, maybe every pair of socks I sell, I can get another, give one, you know, I'll say purchase a sock for prisoners or something, whatever, to where I can make sure these people have some form of comfort in there, comfort and joy, you know, in the Christmas season. And we don't celebrate holidays, we celebrate every day. Every day is a day to just rejoice and be glad and to celebrate. For real, you know what I mean? It's all in your mind. You can only facilitate so many different things based on a holiday. No, you know the kids have birthdays right around December 25th that get gypped. But anyway, okay, so God, so many good ideas though, right? To help people to be comforted. Okay, so yeah, it's like anyway, they don't have anything in there. And during the holiday season, you know, the ministries that do come through, what is one of them? Mike Barber and Brandon Barber and his wife. I love them so much. The Barber, I can't remember the name of their church, is in Houston. I'm driving with my right leg bent. I need to do it. I'm always curled up. But they would bring a bar of soap. And do you understand, these women and men, how floored, they're just so beyond words grateful, y'all, to get a bar of soap. God, to get a bar of soap, a Dove bar of soap, Dove. And then, I mean, that's like one of that, and then maybe they'll get a bottle of some Suave shampoo or something. I'm like, no, these people are gonna have what's good. They didn't go to prison to be punished. They went there to be corrected. It's called a correctional facility for a reason. There's no point to, you know, why would somebody want to invest all this money and time and energy and effort into something that's not going to increase humanity's healing, you know? I mean, but anyway, yeah, I mean, if you only knew, like, we get soap and a bar of soap. And mind you, I spent 5 solid years in the TDC, Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I was able to witness everything that goes on in there. That is another reason why I get to be the voice for these people. And I will always speak on behalf of those that were brokenhearted, that were just totally misfortunate, and for monstrous reasons specifically. But you know, these are the kind of things we're cultivating. Right? So it's just really important to, and if you don't know, then you don't know, but when you know, you know. And my children, specifically my boys, my daughter didn't know about me being in prison, or, you know, the depths of things that were going on at the time. She was dealing with her own life and a lot of isolation, a lot of feelings of abandonment. I mean, those kind of things were through all of our lives, really. But this is, you know, breaking the cycle. And when you do it with your own family, you do it you help others. It just comes naturally. It really does. It's not any like profound gift to, oh, I was born to break cycles. No, I was born to be beloved, a beloved child of the Most High God. And my children are beloved children, you know, my future spouse and all the babies our family, I mean, and again, you know, it's all a matter of choice, and I chose to continue to love. However that looked at the time, it was not pretty. It was not in any way, shape, or form an ideal situation at any point. No, but I was able to go into the prison for 5 years on a maximum security prison in Texas, where death row was. Hence, I was with Yolanda Saldivar, Selena's killer, monster, murdered her. There was no way in hell. I don't even know where she's at now. I don't know. She got out. I was there with her during that time frame. She was locked in captivity and isolation the entire time, and she still, when I saw the interview with her not too long ago, still, I mean, I could just see her just viciousness, nastiness, lies. And she, I mean, you can't, and she tried to blame it on Selena's father. Why would he invest his entire life in helping his daughter become what she was? Who would put that much effort and energy into bringing his daughter through the lands to share her gift with people if he was going to kill her? It doesn't add up. Anyway, there's so many reasons why. But I was there, and I was able to see these people and what they go through on a day-to-day basis, and I was doing it. I was going through it. I mean, Cynthia Ray, she wrote Harry Potter. She was telling about the story. The book wasn't even published yet, and she knew the details. The movie hadn't even come out. She wrote it, and she died in there, February 17th, which was the day I figured out my daughter was alive, and she was mine still. February 17th. I want to say that was her birthday. I don't know. I might be confused about it. There's two police. Well, I posted up at Love's Park Storage. I'll have a powwow. Anyway, pull in here. Oh, so immediate. So, you know, being in there, I mean, it is brutal. When I tell y'all they torture you in there, they literally torture you in there. Oh, you think you're a CO officer and you're gonna just terrorize everybody with some bullshit? Straight up bullshit. Okay, no. I mean, I got in trouble when I got there initially because I got a solicitation case. It was like a little while after I'd been there, and I asked the officer, I mentioned being ADHD, which I'm not. None of us are. We're just multifaceted. But I wanted some Xanax because, of course, that was prevalent to me having a calm nervous system, which is nothing wrong with that, but I learned very quickly that's a solicitation case. So I got 90 days of punishment, which means not only do I not have anything already, they stripped me from the little things that I did have. I couldn't have a hair ponytail tie for my hair, and my hair was longer back then. I was not allowed to do anything. They took my spoon away from me that I had in my dorm. To eat. Took my spoon. I couldn't have a spoon. I mean, I had to I couldn't buy any commissary for 90 days. What I did do, though, I was like really heavy at the time. I didn't know. I was like 170 pounds. And who told me about it was Tamisha Williams. She was my bunkie for a while. Anyway, so she's like, honey, you're getting a little chunky, because I was an emotional eater. I was literally eating a pack of cookies a day almost. They were like called duplex cookies. And I would lay there and just eat them. Like, I was so depressed. I was so traumatized, and you know, you just learn how to cope with these things, but it was brutal. It's brutal in there, y'all. I mean, anyway, during those 90 days I lost 15 pounds, right? So I was able to lose some weight, which was good. I needed to, because my knees were hurting. I'm not naturally a heavy person generally, but don't think that someone small can't gain weight, you know, if they're in those kind of circumstances, or they're not being able to get free from trauma, you know, and there you're stuck. I love you, Becky and Mimi. I promised them that I would always be in contact with them, but the thing is that I'm aware of, it's like they're aware of me and what I'm doing. There's girls that have been going in and out of there, that go and volunteer, that are telling about what I'm doing. Angela Skarsky. Barbie? No, not Barbie. And I have a hard time with some of these women in there, that 1441, that committed child crimes. The Lord's got to deal with that. I have to literally surrender that whole idea. When I say child crime, I mean like starving their kids to death. sexually molesting them, those kinds of things. Come here. Look at her little shirt I got her yesterday. Long live the Cowboys. But anyway, there are women, Michelle Sauer, I've seen, that were practicing witchcraft that are free. Sherry Wilhite. Love you, Sherry. Sherry Wilhite. Rachel Baker was a good friend of mine too. I mean, I can go on and on about the prison and what I got out of it. I mean, the grace of God was so heavily upon me in there. That's where I got the closest to the Lord, literally. I mean, I would have probably never gained the kind of comfort and wisdom and insight and truth and the knowing and the security and the faith. Matter of fact, I wouldn't have. I know for sure, because until I went in there for 5 years, you know what I mean? It was never wasted time. It's good. It was good pain. It was good pain. But what I can tell you is there's witchcraft right now going on, right? Look at this. Oh. What I can tell you is that when I got out, I went and got a tattoo on my foot. It says, walk by faith. Because my faith was so strong. Stop. My family at one point was even like, you're the most mature person in the whole family. And I never looked at myself. Even when I became more confident in Christ and I became more sure of myself in terms of like my mindset. Stop! It's rude. Satan, get behind me. All the fucking way. Excuse my language, but no! When you attack me, you attack a lot more than just me. And then it comes all the way back full circle. It doesn't stop. Let me see your eye. A little sleepy in your eye. I'm gonna go to a pet store. Anyway, when I started getting more confident, you know, it's like, I just realized, like, over time, especially the last few years, I just became, like, almost, like, I mean, I was just so consistent. I became so consistent. Get behind me, Satan, or bind you with the blood of the Lamb of God. Past the projections. Bind you up. No more. Jesus came to set the captives free. You and me, if you want. But if not, I'm binding you up with his blood. You can't have authority, and you cannot have wickedness in my house. Out of the mouths of babes. Now, where was I? I'll start over. Bye.